Hey guys, this is Thomas at MealFit, and we've got a great salmon dish for you. I get asked all the time about fish. We don't do a lot of fish just because people don't like it, but the ones we do, we try to make good and special. So here's what we've got. We're gonna make this all in one dish. And so we've got a salmon dish with asparagus. Okay, so we're gonna go through the whole thing. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our asparagus out, they're pre-washed. We're gonna take our asparagus out and we're gonna cut off the bottom of the asparagus. Now you could eat the whole thing, but you really don't want to because this bottom side of the stuff is pretty tough. So we're gonna cut off the bottom of the asparagus and we're gonna put it in our pan right here, just like so. Now we're gonna do this at the beginning with the asparagus because the asparagus needs to cook a little longer than salmon. We're gonna drizzle it with olive oil and then we're gonna put a little salt on top, okay? All right, then we're gonna pop this in the oven. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our arrowroot powder and water. Now what arrowroot powder is, it's our paleo clean substitute for cornstarch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a tablespoon of arrowroot, it's about right, with water, quarter cup of water, and we're gonna mix this up and set it aside. We're just gonna leave it here for just a second. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is we've got honey, ginger, garlic powder, soy sauce, and a little brown sugar, and we've mixed it up in this bowl, okay? All the equivalents and the ingredients are in the link. We're gonna put it in our pot. What we're gonna do is we're gonna reduce this down for just a little bit. We'll let it cook, not long at all. Okay, while this is reducing down, we're gonna do our sriracha cream sauce. So we've got half a cup of mayonnaise in a bowl. We're gonna take a tablespoon and a half of sweetened condensed milk. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2 or 3, depending on what you like, tablespoons of sriracha. Some people like more, some people don't. It all depends on if you like the spice. If you like the spicy, go with 3. Then what we're gonna do is we'll mix this up and just set this aside. Okay, so we've got the sauce going. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our arrowroot and water mixture to this. Now what this arrowroot does is arrowroot acts like cornstarch, like we said earlier, and it is gonna thicken this up. So it was going pretty good before we put it in here. This is gonna thicken it up. After it thickens up, we're gonna remove it, let it cool down just a little bit, and then put this in our salmon. Now that the sauce is cooled down, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour it in here over the salmon. The asparagus has got a little bit longer to go, so we're gonna put this in the fridge for the next 4 or 5 minutes until the asparagus is done. So we pulled the asparagus out of the oven on 400. We're gonna put the salmon on top of the asparagus, juice and all, because the number one thing you don't want to do with salmon is overcook salmon. If you overcook salmon, it's dry, it's not very good. So all we're gonna do is take our salmon, lay it over our mostly cooked asparagus, just like so. And we'll take our juice and pour over top of it, okay? Put it back in the oven until the salmon's done, about 10 or 12 minutes.